Alright. Should be working now. I forgot to hit a button. Okay. Looks like I'm good. Looks like I'm live. A little bit delayed, which is normal. You can probably hear some background noise, and I'll explain why that is in just a second. Alright, audio's working. Sounds good. Working there. You can see my gaming screen. It's kind of cutting off the top of my game, though. Huh. Let me see. Okay, do I still have sound? Just double checking. Okay, sound's still working. Looks like it is cutting my screen just a little bit. I don't know what that's about. So there's going to be like a black bar, it looks like, right at the top. Kind of like the widescreen black bars at the top and bottom. It doesn't look like bad. Still usable. Can still see my game. Let's see here. So there should be game sounds. Should be able to hear some engines going. Yeah, game sounds working. Sorry, I am delayed. I'm watching my own stream and checking sounds and stuff. You got game sounds? So we're all good. Good to go. Alrighty. So I'm gonna play for about an hour and then take a break. But it's gonna be like a live break. I'm still gonna stay here. I'm just gonna be less gaming. Oh, you can probably hear a little bit of sickness in my voice, and that's why it's been so long. It's been what, a month? Oh, so probably don't sound the best, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Anyway, oh, I should chem skips. What is running? Oh, those are running. That's what I can hear. Anyway, welcome back. This is back in my Star Technology base. I have played a little bit since last time. I remember last time I believe we were trying to figure out this power situation, get stable stuff. That has been completed. I have a large backlog of diesel for right now 6 HV diesel, which can be expanded basically infinitely. And then I forget what this is for. I think I had something else going on over here. Yeah, so if I just need more power, I slap some more HV diesel engines on there and we're good. I'm keeping the steam around. I had to slap on 2 HV steam just to bootstrap this thing because I wasn't making enough power from everything. I'm probably pretty jerky, sorry. Wasn't making enough power even to power this distillation tower at HV, which is where I'm getting oil. So distilling heavy oil into their normal stuff and then desulfurizing heavy fuel and light fuel to get mixed into diesel that's burned for power. So, I mean, I am short light fuel. I'm trying to remedy that because I got a second. I don't remember which one was first. I have that oil rig and that oil rig. One's for heavy oil, one's for regular oil. Heavy oil, I probably shouldn't have gone with. I should have gone with I'm going to see about try light oil next time, just to see if I can get more light fuel coming. So I slapped in another one with regular fuel because the ratio of light fuel is a little better, and it still wasn't making enough. So I just slapped down a distillery. And I probably should get 2 or 3 more. Well, we're keeping up now, so I think we're okay. This is making sulfuric light fuel, which is then heading in there to get desulfurized. Anyway, so it's just adding a little bit more light fuel into the mix because that's what I was short on. But I'm good now. I got a huge backlog of diesel, and I have a ton of extra heavy fuel. So I will eventually, and it's like still filling. So these two I'm either going to make into ethylene or gasoline and burn as well for power eventually when I need it. And then this I will probably throw into another distillation tower to get light fuel and all of its byproducts to either burn or use. Yeah, I want to go hard into petrochemistry. That seems fun to me. I like this distillation tower multi-block thing, and that will probably be my main power source through the mid-game. So, is petrochemistry and combustion generators. There's no such thing as pollution in this one, so going hard into that. So I made a vacuum freezer. That's pretty cool. I expanded. This is probably new. This distillation tower, it's the first part of the plat line. So I will grab the sheldonite, I believe it is. Breaks down into platinum. There's 1 or 2 more of these that I will end up using right now as well, because it breaks into tungsten, I believe, which is one of my goals for today. So let's get into that. The goal for today, as is seen in the title, is EV materials, meaning platinum, tungsten. There was 1 or 2 more. I'm right now working on getting automatic polytetrafluoroethylene. So I'm going to set up one of these that's full-time PTFE and get the line going, because I have polyethylene right here being auto-crafted, the shortage of which is actually oxygen now, because before the slowest part was ethanol into ethylene using bioproducts. But I have a ton of that now, and the shortage is actually oxygen. So I'm probably going to have to look into that. I've expanded over here my centrifuges. I quadrupled my air into oxygen. So that should help for a little bit. But I might have to just go breaking water down, which I have, I thought right here somewhere. Electrolyzing. Yeah, so I had to slap down this. It's basically sand and water into seawater, centrifuged to salt water and some byproducts, which I should probably break down as well. There's probably some good stuff in there. Chlorine. Salt water electrolyzed into sodium hydroxide, chlorine, hydrogen, and sodium hydroxide broken down into sodium, hydrogen, and oxygen. So I should probably just do a water one, because water is useful. So that's another main source. The slow part might be this electrolyzer, so I might need to double up on that. It's 18 seconds per recipe. That's a 1 second recipe. That's an 8 second recipe. So this 18 second one is slowing us down. So I might need to double up on that one. And just mass produce oxygen, because that's what's slowing me down right now. It won't be the main problem for PTFE. Well, actually, wait, it is, because I need the tetrafluoroethane plus oxygen. That will need to be a step. So right now I have been making some manual PTFE by myself to make another LCR, which will be full-time PTFE, which will probably just go right here. I have spent a little time planning as well, planning the base. So this will be the central area. I'll have my AE stuff here, and I'll probably put some on the below platform as well. Nothing's really pretty. I'm not planning to make stuff really pretty. I'm just not really into that. I just am kind of lazy. I'm not a builder. I want to partner with a builder to make my bases look pretty, but I can't right now. I just don't have time enough to make this a full-time thing. Life. Y'all know how it goes. Anyway, so that's the plan for today. Number 1, PTFE. Number 2, platinum and titanium. Let's see how far we can get. We have plenty of power. We should have plenty of resources incoming. So let's go. Like I was saying, I'm getting sidetracked. Like I was saying, I was planning my base. I want to do kind of like a chemicals area, so like auto chemical production. Eventually, I will move polyethylene, polytetrafluoroethylene. I want to start making rubbers. That's if I have time for that today. I want to get into the rubbers. So, what was the rubber I was thinking of? It's the one I should already have. This one, silicone rubber, and then there was another rubber. Polybenzimidazole is probably coming up soon as well, and then epoxy at the same time. But there was vinyl chloride. Yes, polyvinyl chloride was another plastic I need to do. That will need to go into the chemicals area. This is all platline. I'm only interested in this platinum right now. I will eventually need to get these, and that will probably just come from more of the breakdown from this thing. I believe. We'll see. Could just be platline. I don't know yet. But so this, I want to eventually make the chemicals area. I think I can actually make rubber smiths. I'm making rubber right there from latex. So that will, I want to eventually just move into this area to make it pretty. And then this area right here will become my crafting area. So I'll have my EBFs, my clean rooms over here. Auto crafting, that kind of stuff. Over here will be ore processing, like ore generation and ore processing. So this is perfect where it's at. It will go down to the powders, basically. All right here. This is the perfect area for it. Ore generation via void extractors and rock crushers and all that kind of stuff. Creation of stuff. That probably won't move. The air. It's chemicals, so I might vacuum freezer air and stuff. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Over here will be the power area, as it kind of already is. The greenhouses are making wood, making charcoal, which charcoal is our steam bootstrap, as well as the create power, which I'm thinking about expanding. I could make more of these, or I could go diesel with create. I don't know which is more efficient. Burning diesel in HV and eventual multi-block combustion generators versus create diesel generators with these kinds of towers, generator coils. I don't know which one's better. Might take a little bit of experimentation. Rate of diesel gen or diesel consumption to power output. I don't know which one's better. I'm willing to do either one. So right now this is just the easiest, slap some more diesel generators on there, and then when we start using more diesel than power, we start using more diesel than we're generating, is when I will expand these things. So yeah, anyway, I got lots of plans. This is Greg Tech, so lots of stuff I could be doing. I think these are new. I'm going to start putting super chests and super tanks of raw materials. So the tier 1 materials, iron, tin, zinc, copper, that will go in this layer, and then it'll be steel, silver, Invar, what I consider tier 2s, or like one mixture or need some sort of extra processing. Silver could probably go here. Lead itself, lead's a questionable one because right now my main source of lead is coming from rock crushers into, what's this one called? Galena? Is it Galena? No, not gallium. Stibnite. I believe it's Galena. I think PB is lead, right? So Galena is my main source, but I have to desulfurize it with a centrifuge, I believe. Centrifuge or electrolyzer. I don't know. So it will require an extra step, which will just go over there. I'll probably just make a multi-block centrifuge because I have a lot that needs to be processed in the backfill. And then I like these. I think these are the way to go in this pack. The electric ore factories. They're just easiest, especially when I can do the multi processes at the same time. That will be the way to go. Because it does like 200 ore at a time when this is one at a time in 8 seconds. I could probably bump that from LV to MV and do 4 seconds. Yeah, they're all 8 seconds, aren't they? 8. Yeah, so it looks like all 8 seconds with regular water. But I have lots of liquids in my system, including distilled water, so that won't be hard to pump into one of these. Because I know distilled water is one of the recipes. So I should probably switch these over to MV. Build either 12 of these single ones for each individual ore, because I'm breaking down a ton of ores that I need to break down. And right now I just kind of have this mini system with distilled water being fed in, and I'm making I want to get this to work. It's not working. It's supposed to pull in from here automatically to put it into there, you know. So quartzite, I'm going for oxygen with that. So Certus quartz I don't need. And then stone dust has a couple uses. So you probably just heard some background noise, and I'll explain that right now. Let me just throw these in to right here, because I need the fluorine for polytetrafluoroethylene. So I am getting a tiny bit of oxygen, I believe, from these. I have 2 hydrogens. Do I have a fluorine? Nope. Okay. So you'll become my fluorine. Lots of random chloroform. So you'll be my oxygen. And I can just... I have a good source of hydrogen right now. I have a lot of hydrogen. That was a problem for a while. Hydrogen production, which is where these systems kind of came in. So I had these rock crushers produce these geodes. I broke those down with macerators and then sorting them. That's the first good step. And then each one of these is going to need its own ore factory, or I'm going to have to figure out some sort of automation to like switch off, do 1,000 to one, and then 1,000 of the other, and then 1,000 and switch, and that's going to be a headache. So it's either I do the big factories and switch, or single factories with like HV power, possibly MV, that might be fast enough. So right now this will be my system. It's ore washing, thermal centrifuging, macerating again to get topaz for fluorine. I'm also working on quartzite for oxygen. Ruby will be a big one here soon for chromium. Blue topaz I could do the same as topaz. There's a lot of that I could do. And then each one of these has its uses, you know. These can be broken down for aluminum. Yeah. And then the byproducts from the salt water are coming here as well. Saltpeter and rock salt. Both should, I think I need to break down anyway, because that's a good source of chlorine. So let's run some of you. Blue topaz. So yeah, fluorine's my main bottleneck for PTFE. I need to automate it because I'm going to automate the actual chemical skip with that thing. So fluorine and oxygen. Okay, so background noise you were hearing. I got a 3D printer. That was a hobby that I've been wanting to get for a while. So it's sitting literally right next to me on my L-shaped desk, and it just finished. So I'm going to break it off and then start a new one. There you go. I just printed. Right now I'm into like little figurines. So I printed like a couple airplanes. I just finished an elephant that I think my wife will like. Yeah, okay. Cool. So I'll start a longer one right now. I like vases as well. They're cool to print. So I'll start a vase. That'll take a few hours. This vase right there. Do I do it in white or green? We'll do green. My wife likes a dark, like forest green color, so I've been printing lots of vases in that color for her. Cool. Got me a little elephant toy figurine thing. I floated the idea of doing like a 3D printer business, and so I'm kind of testing some things that I think are cool, right now. I'll keep all these airplane figurines and elephant figurine, and all the vases are sweet. But floating the idea of doing 3D printer like on Etsy and stuff, I know that's super saturated, so I don't know how it's going to work out. I think vases is a cool one I could do. And then these little figurines. Fidget toys are cool that I could do. And then obviously I'll design my own stuff as well eventually. But yeah, I mean, if there's something you guys have an idea about, if this ever makes it to anyone besides my immediate family and friends, because that's all it's hitting right now, and I'm just doing this for fun. But yeah, if y'all eventually want something I can print, that would be sweet. Have any ideas of stuff to print online that, like, a market that's not saturated? Because the Etsy 3D printing market's super saturated right now. Okay, I can break that down a little bit. So in about 30 minutes, I'm going to take a quasi break where I need to buy some stuff on Amazon. So I'll sit here and chat, but I will be clicking off screen. And at that point, I'll hopefully have stuff to do automatically. So let's make our LCR right now. Okay, I need polytetrafluoroethylene, PTFE. Oh, I have a lot of that there. It needs to be made. I just need oxygen. I need a ton of oxygen. That's my bottleneck right now, oxygen. So, I know in other packs the normal method for getting oxygen is sugarcane, I believe. And I need to figure out this. Like, it's not that big of a problem right now because we have rubber, but What the fetch are you doing? I need to limit the amount of export. Is that a capacity card on an export bus? Capacity. I believe so. Let's try it. Oh, that just makes more space for stuff to get exported. So that's not right. What's the limit card of what can be sent? Equal distribution, possibly? Want that. Okay. I have a conflicting button here. Controls, keybinds, key G. Okay. Enable jetpack. I'm going to switch that to this button. Open, close Curios inventory. I have no idea what that is. If I need it eventually, I can clear it. How do I just clear? No. Yeah, sure, whatever. You can be 9. I don't care. Open guide for items. 8. Jet boot speed mode actually might be helpful. Might need that. Config screen is the one that's popping up right now that I have problems with, so we're going to put it on that one. And say done, and see if that fixes things. Hold keypad 8 to open guide. Oh, that's actually nice. I can do that. Okay, cool. Redstone, that's the redstone control. Capacity, filter slots, overflow destruction, fuzzy, acceleration, inverter, crafting. Can be applied to storage cells in a storage cell. Completely. Oh, I actually want that. So equally sized sections based on. Oh, okay. No, kind of. I want that. And then energy. How do I tell this exporter that I only want round robin? Maybe that's it. So it exported until it was full, and then it did that. So it can also export this if it wants to. Maybe that'll help. I have no idea. Okay, we need to lock this. What I will do is go quick, and then go quick, and then lock. Okay, that should fix that. Okay, just solving problems on the fly. That's what we like. Don't need that. Okay, 3.5 hours on my print. That's what I lack. That's what I lack. Okay, so now I need to figure out oxygen. I guess water is the way to go. So I have unlimited water right here. I don't know if this thing's fast enough. But my AE systems connect to that with 1,000 buckets of water. So I have a lot. I don't know if the buffer's okay. I want to know if this pulls out fast enough for it, or if I have to like double up on that or whatever. 2, I believe it's just straight up Where do I want to do this? I kind of want to do it right here, next to these other ones. Just smash it right here. So it's water in a... You can cut water? Oh, gosh. No. Distill water. Okay, electrolyze hydrogen and oxygen. 75 seconds? Holy slow. Steam. A lot of mixers, ore washers. Distill it. Pyrolyze. I don't need liquid ice. A lot of chem reactors. I'm doing those. I know about those two and that. Don't really need it. Okay, know about those. Rock crusher, chem line, reduction for borax. Oh, there's some oxygen, sodium bisulfate, and boron. I wonder if you get this from some. If it's a. Where do you get this from? It's not from an ore, which kind of sucks. Oh, salt and sulfuric acid? And then hydrochloric and sodium bisulfate. Mix that with water and boron, because I'm pretty sure that creates a lot of oxygen. And then borax I think we need for a lot of stuff. Yeah, chem react it. Maybe not. Maybe you don't need borax. Sodium. I don't know. Maybe we'll use these. I don't know. It's just ideas I'm floating out to figure out more oxygen. Okay, water probably ain't gonna work. What does it say? Mystical agriculture. Is there an oxygen one? Because I'd actually be willing to do that. Apatite, prismarine, salt and saltpeter. I've been thinking about getting into these. Earth. I wonder if you could get it from water. Is there an air essence one? Fire, water, earth, air. Essence burning for ender air, nether air, and regular air. Okay. It's the water one. What do we do with this? Mix it to get lots of random stuff. You can get witch water, seawater, distilled water, and salt water. So you can't. There was one of them that seemed actually useful. I think maybe tin I was looking at to get one of the byproducts of tin for plans that are coming up. So nothing right there is going to help me, unfortunately. Sodium chlorate, rock salt, ethylene oxide, toluene chloride. Yeah, all this random stuff. I don't know Greg Tech well enough to know if or when there's going to be a better oxygen production. Resource production. Is there anything like seawater, saltwater, oxygenous mineral mixture? Wait. Do you turn into oxygen? No. I am going to do that one, which has a bunch of oxygen. And then this is the one where I needed a byproduct. Was it bismuth? May have been bismuth I needed for something as a byproduct. Because I needed cassiterite. So, actually, it may end up solving itself when I run the Platline and other line. Because these are the ones I'm going to end up using right here. Or is it these ones? I don't know. I'm breaking one of those two down right now. Not you. You. So I'm working this one right now. Titanium and platinum. Tungsten's another one that is on the short list of stuff to get. Alright, I need a slight break. I'm not going anywhere. Y'all can watch something work. What's cool to watch? The fan and water pump? I don't know. I just need to go grab a tissue quick. Y'all can watch these work. I'll be right back in like a minute. Don't go anywhere. Okay. There's probably only like 30 seconds, so. I'm still getting over a cold. I need to sleep more. So, I probably have enough polytetrafluoroethylene, PTFE, to do what I want. 14 buckets, plus probably a little more. So what I need first for this is PTFE pipes, which I need ingots. So you need to go to fluid solidifier and ingots. Get a bunch of those. That's probably good enough. How many was that? 19. I have a bunch of polyethylene, stainless steel, and rubber. Cool. Anyway. Silver can go in. Stainless can get bent. Rubber sheets. Polyethylene I'll probably end up using. And then I think I need plates of it as well. Where are you? Give me some of those. That's a little slower, but I don't care. So let's go large pipes. In here, large pipe. I need, is it 2 or 3? 2. What else am I missing? Stainless steel rotor. Okay, stainless. I'll just make 5 of those. Oh, is it 5? Yeah, 5. My math did work. Okay, you can go in there. Do I have some in here? Polytetrafluoride. Oh, I had some. Dumb. And I have a ton of sheets. Okay, so you can definitely stop. Stop. I had a ton. Anyway. I need HV machine holes. So I think it's about time I batch crafted a bunch of those anyway. So what do I got for stainless steel? Bunch of plates, which I need. Okay, let's go this way. So for this, I do need HV machine casings, which I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pattern a bunch of stuff right now, live on stream. I'm gonna rabbit hole for you. Crafting recipe, blank pattern, give me 100. Okay, I had a bunch of those being made. No. You're literally just a buffer chest. Okay, so you're diamond skystone alloy. I'm gonna make 4. I'm gonna run all 4 of these boys with a stack each. This needs a circuit changed. What? Do you have power? Oh. I am starting to get these connected to my system, so I may as well make the patterns for all that right now. It's diamond skystone, because I have this skystone hooked up. It's got connections down here for stuff, so it knows about these. My ME system, I should say. AE. ME? ME? Is it ME? AE? AE. I get them mixed up. They're basically the same thing. They're really close. So, whole stainless. Oh boy. We love it. Love to see it. I set those to go a while ago. And I probably will do... I wanted to say aluminum. But let's go bend a bunch of stainless. Throw a bunch of stainless in. Those need to get bent, actually, as a priority. You can go in, and then I'm going to go a stack of aluminum each. 2, 3, 4, because I've got the power now. We're not wasting diamonds, because I had probably 16,000 diamonds, which was my main power source for these. But now I've connected it to my system, and it's making I believe my system will make more than what these are using now anyway, so plenty of power buffer as well. We're ready to go. Alright. Okay. In the kind of like a medium goal is to get these upgraded as well. It's on the horizon. Of stuff to do. All those can get slapped in here. Okay, so now we're pattern crafting. Oops. What? Partial plan, missing ingredients. What do you mean we're missing ingredients? It says we have everything. CPUs are free. What's going on? Okay, can make 10. This is weird. It says we have everything, so I don't know what's going on. So I could use some help with that as well. Okay, you go in there. Time for lots of stuff. R, we want to encode. Do I want to set up my bender right now? Not really. So we're just gonna. Yeah, I think EBFing I will set up. Just at least to get through the EBFing part. So that I'm going to set up. I want that as a crafting recipe. I want that one as a crafting recipe. I want that one. I want this one as a crafting recipe, but we're not ready for that yet. Okay. So we're going to slap this one, this one. Where's my EBF? I don't know. So we need to connect it to my AE system is the problem. So where do I want to connect this? Straight up through the floor, I guess. That needs a connection as well. What is that? Oh, vacuum freezer. Yes, that should. Oh, but I want to bring over that line. I don't want to do that right now. That's not part of the plan. I need to have an ME stream as well. So, how we doing? So give me HV, these bad boys. Can you give me like 16? Cool. And then with 8, I'm going to come over to here. We're going to make these bad boys polyethylene, and I just need a bunch of gold cables, which I have. So we're going to slap those in there to save on whatever that material, to save on stainless, I believe is what we're saving there. Cool. And then we're ready to batch craft more of those when the time comes. Stainless steel rotors should be done. Cool. We are ready. LCR. So, to get polytetrafluoride PTFE, we're not going to cut. We're going to go this one, which we want. This liquid, which we want. This one. Chemical line reduction. Dang, I want that. Fluorine and carbon straight to tetrafluoroethylene? Yes, please. LUV is the minimum. Dang it. Takes a while, too. Okay, so we need a minimum HV, which I can do. We want this rest. Ooh, Ivy. Oh boy. Ivy power. We're not ready for that yet. Yeah, we ain't ready for that yet. So I'll set up the chemical reactor. We're gonna want 3 input buses of LV and 2 LV output buses, or the liquid outputs. LV fluids, fluid outputs. We're gonna want HV, which I think I have down here. HV energy hatch, and then it's gonna need a maintenance hatch. So I'm kind of pissed at that, but it is what it is. We can run Eevee on this. I didn't know it was going to be Ivy. Good heavens. we'll run it through the floor and slap it right here. Wrong spot. I need some casings, so we'll go back for that. How are these made? Oh, it needs one of these, and it needs a coil. Does it have to be Cupronickel? Or can I think it has to be Cupronickel, dang it. That stinks. Okay, anyway. We're going to grab these. That's not too bad. Those I think I can do. Liquid PTFE, solid machine casing. Cool. Oh, wait, look. There's some. Do I have pipe? Oh, I have one. Wonderful. I do need more of these, I believe. I'm gonna go place some stuff so I can clear my inventory. So that's gonna go there. We're gonna have fluid input. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, maintenance hatch. I'll slap it there, I don't care. You go in the middle. And then 2 fluid outputs. You go there. I think that's everything. I don't need anything on top. So let me see how many of these I actually need. I need 8, 9, 18. 18 minus 6, 12. But while I'm prepping, those can run. Okay. So what do I need? I have those, and I just need PTFE. Okay. I hope that's enough. Is it 1 to 1? Holy frick. Okay. Is that enough? No. Wait, 12. No, I need 6 more. Alright, we're good with those. Good with those. I need oxygen. I think I just had some in here. 4 methane. I'm just gonna steal you because I need it. Okay, we're still short oxygen, but I got some more PTFE. Is it going to be enough? I believe it is. It's more than I had last time. Come on. I believe that was enough. Yes. Okay. So, this is our new PTFE. It won't be able to fully run. Please work. Okay, what are you missing? What did I forget? Oh, the cupronickel coil. Okay. Just stick it on top. Has to go in one of the middles, I believe. Do I have one in here? No, but I think I can make one. I do. Perfect. Cool. That worked. Let's do maintenance on it. Okay, you're good. Let's hook it to power. I think that should be good for now. I mean, it's not perfect. Oh, yeah, that's a weird connection, but it works. Okay, so you should have HV power. Cool. And then we will do our inputs over here. So for now, it will be that recipe. Still just the hydrofluoric and chloroform. So I will slap that in. I wish I could do this one. I can't because it requires IV. So I will just slap in chloroform and hydrofluoric for now. You shouldn't be running, but you know, you can do your thing if you want to. That'll make tetrafluoroethylene, which I can slap in here with oxygen. Cool. Okay. Polyethylene, PTFE. So that, I mean, I think that's as much as I can do for PTFE auto production for now. I wish I could do more. I can't. I will later when I get sustainable IV, but that's a ton of power right now. Power that I don't have. Extra machines, including some large machines incoming, which is what I wanted to do, but I won't get there. Okay, so it took me an hour to get to this point. In about 5 minutes, I will break. So let's do a little plan of what I need to do. I actually have it written down right here. So, for platinum dust, I want platinum dust as a dust that we can then process. I take sheldonite, and I have to autoclave it. So I believe I had an autoclave. That's, if you'll notice, look. Autoclaves. That was the plan. Not the plan anymore. I'm just gonna do single blocks. Why not just double up? Because I need bauxite, ilmenite. So I'm just gonna double up here. Yeah, so I have the titanium line as well. I'm also just going to do tungsten at the same time. So I need tungstate. So I need 4 autoclaves to get down into that form. Everything's going to be done at MV unless it's like a forever recipe. So let me run you through this. So platinum comes from platinum powder, platinum group sludge, purified sheldonite. So that's my steps for that one. Tungstate, tungstate dust, tungstate acid dust, tungsten dust. Ugh, my nose. Okay, titanium is ilmenite, bauxite to rutile, titanium tetrachloride, cooled, which this step I already have. So those three materials are the goal right now. Platinum, tungsten, titanium. Even just as a dust. Like if I can get titanium tetrachloride, this comes from... Oh, I can get it from ruby slurry, from centrifuging, which I was going to do anyway, from chromium. Interesting. But I was going to do... Is it this one? Titanium oxide? What did they say? Titanium tetrachloride. Polyvinyl acetate, with no byproducts. Weird. That's what it is. Titanium tetrachloride as a liquid into the EBF with magnesium. That's an interesting one. I have to figure out magnesium. So let me write this down. So the titanium tetrachloride to hot titanium process is an EBF plus magnesium. Let me know if the 3D printer is too loud and that I won't run it during live streams. Okay, so how do we get this? And it says titanium tetrachloride. No, it wants rutile. We could do it in an LCR. Is it more efficient? No, so we're just going to do regular chem reactor. Chlorine and carbon we have to source. So this one's a chem reactor plus carbon dust and chlorine gas. Those are both doable. So how do we get this? I can actually get it from aluminum ore. There's my timer. So I'm going to break here in just a second. Aluminum. There's the ilmenite one. It's just a byproduct of the ilmenite. Although ilmenite itself can probably get to titanium. I don't know. Bauxite. Rutile. Interesting. So my original plan, those two, the original plan, I mean, I didn't know how I was going to get the rutile, but I might just end up making ore processing for bauxite and ilmenite. So ilmenite, if we UU, going to this one, 7.5 chance. Including sodium persulfate, which I think we can do. EV, we can't do that. Okay, never mind. Back. So it'll have to be, I don't care about the iron, so it's just going to go straight to a thermal centrifuge, I think. Yes, thermal centrifuge to a macerator. I think that'll have to be an HV macerator to get a 33% and then a 14%. So, and I believe for both bauxite and ilmenite into rutile, it'll need to be thermal centrifuge by itself. I bet that could just be MV, would be okay, and then the macerator needs to be HV. Those are both doable. Let me just check on this time. Okay. What we want is U. EBF? You have to EBF it? iron's kind of cool. Might be worth trapping that carbon monoxide to then electrolyze or centrifuge for more oxygen and the carbon recycling. Is that really what I have to do? I mean, that's just the ilmenite itself. I can ilmenite to get more rutile, which is then chem reacted. I might have to do that. Or EBF plus carbon. I wonder if that's the same for the bauxite. Here's bauxite. So it would go Groslar. Let me just take a peek to see if that's a good source of oxygen. We'll probably get a lot of Groslar. Don't need calcium. Aluminum, no, sure, I'll take. Silicon, I'll take. Don't have super uses for it. There are uses, not much, but the oxygen itself is a good use. So, the gallium, I think I'll end up getting, plus distilled is easier than sodium persulfate. So I'll do this way, and then it will go through. No, it needs, gallium, or 14, then 11%. Let's run this one. Does it first need... It does need EV. Okay, that sucks. So then bauxite by itself is kind of poopy. And it will just be electrolyzed. Oh, it will get a rutile. 15. And that's a good source of oxygen too. Okay. So ilmenite gets that one, but bauxite gets just electrolyzed. So we'll have incomings of oxygen eventually with all this ore processing and stuff, but it will take a while. Once everything's all set up, yes, it will get there, but not for a hot sec. So let's go check on these machines. Slap you into there. Grab some of our goodies. And y'all can go watch the electrolyzer do electrolyzer things. I'll grab this hydrogen really quick because that builds up. I'm going to use the bathroom and then I'll be right back to talk, but I'm not going to play so much. Okay. Cool. I haven't checked comments in a minute, so let me check comments. I don't think there's been any comments. If you have comments, I'm watching it now. Doesn't look like there's been any change since I started, though. Whopping 0, which is 1, which is basically 0, because I'm the only one watching. Okay, there's some oxygen. I will gladly take you. Chlorine and hydrogen. We'll slap that oxygen over here. That will make more PTFE. Okay. Machines be doing machine things. Is that gallium? Certus quartz. I won't break down the Certus quartz, but the other quartz byproducts basically all get broken down into oxygen from this. I don't need the silicon, but it's a pretty good source of oxygen. It's free because it comes from here. It's right there. I have 1,000 of it. So Certus quartz I'll keep. Diamond. What do you break down into? Rare earth, thorium. Oh, neodymium I should probably also look into getting. I think that's my next coils, right? So monazite will be something I need to look into. I think I know all the rest. Apatite, spartamine. That's my source of manganese. For I've never grabbed it. So I believe spartamine is my source of manganese for stainless steel. What was I using this for? Pyrochlorate, phosphate. I mean, a source of oxygen? Phytogrow? I might have used that for that power dynamo. Gypsum. Oh, this can be made into fertilizer. That's actually not bad because phosphate's another byproduct from it. Tricalcium phosphate. Oh, I can just mix sulfur and make a ton of fertilizer. That's not bad. I have a lot of ashes, dark ashes. Okay, that's not a bad use. Source of chlorine, calcium if I ever need phosphorus. Okay, so there's not real uses for that rat now, but there probably will be. So it's probably not what I'm going to pay attention to for a while. In the meantime, we just need the fluorine and oxygen. Yeah, so I should run blue topaz because of all the extra oxygen from it. And fluorine. Holy frick! Yeah, blue topaz is way better. Can I do cactus? Biomass, plant balls, dirt. I just need sources of oxygen from anything I have. Yeah, all that plant kind of materials. I wish would have it, but it doesn't right now. So next stream I'll probably do circuits. AE setup with circuits. Either auto crafting or batch crafting a bunch of circuits. That's probably my next goal. I need to get those going. Should probably be mixing some stuff. Even just stainless would be good to get mixing. Chromium, iron, and nickel, I believe, for stainless. Yes. Okay. Circuit 3. nickel, which I don't need to fly over there anymore. I'll grab some more iron. And then chromium will be our eventual bottleneck there, hopefully. So I just want to be mixing stuff while I can mix stuff. So, okay, break time. Sidetracked. Break time. Let's have you guys watch machines for a minute. So, I mean, I'm just gonna do some Amazon shopping. Shopping. Okay, so she wants this thing. So basically, we save up our Amazon list until we have a bunch of stuff we want. And then we order it all at the same time, just to do kind of one order. So, what's this? Don't care. And then I have a bunch of gift cards that I'll use to buy stuff. So I'll buy some 3D printing stuff. She has something she wants. Frequently returned. Weird, but I mean, she wants it. It's kind of expensive. Whatever. She wants it. Okay, here. Add to cart. And then I want my things. Yes. Yeah, I'm just buying a bunch of 3D printing stuff. No comments. I wish I had someone to talk to. There's actually 2 people watching. Hello to whoever's watching besides me, because I'm the other one. Yeah, playing Star Technology. Working on infrastructure. I wonder if there's an achievement I can get, though, while I'm just sitting here waiting. Not that one. This one. I got vacuum freezer last time, so I wonder if I could get the circuit assembler. I think I have everything I need. This is also something I want to get into soonish as well. I need to research it to see what I need to get. If I need, because it looks like I'm going to need EV energy hatches, which aren't out of reach once I get titanium. As soon as I get titanium, it's EV converters, EV machine holes, advanced assemblers, all within reach as soon as I get titanium. So titanium's on the list of stuff to do today. And then, yeah, I mean, these are required for the EV energy hatches, which is kind of my main goal right now, to get automatic PTFE in the LCR, because I need IV power, which means 2 EV energy hatches. Oh, cool. There's 4 amp and 16 amp ones as well. Okay, nichrome is something I need to look into. That's my next coil tier, I believe. So, and it's required for the EV converter, actually, because it's Enderium wire. So nichrome, wait, what did that say? It's one of the first alloys requiring a vacuum freezer to cool down. Okay, yeah. So nichrome dust. Is this chrome and nickel? Oh, well, that's easy. That's like stupidly easy. As soon as you get the vacuum freezer, you should upgrade. Huh. Okay, well, that's worth looking into. Anyway, I'm distracted. I need to get my Amazon purchasing done. Buying some 3D printer vacuum bags to store filament. Buying filament. I want. Which one of these two do I want? Probably this one. Then I want that one. And then let's just take a look. I have a little bit of money to spend. 75. No, gold, silver. Those are cool. But now that's silk. Lots of black. Oh, those are some fun colors. Do I get a yellow? I have yellow. Or does this come with yellow? Doesn't come with yellow. Do I have yellow? I have yellow. So, I want orange. Did that one have orange? No. Okay. This one does, but I don't want all those colors repeated. So, some browns. I don't want that. This is what I have pink, just the silk one. I want pink. I wanted pink for Valentine's Day. Okay. Let's just take a look. Buying lots of filament, really. I might try different materials of filament. You can listen to some machines better. I like that one, but I don't want all those colors. Ooh, that's a cool one. Glitter. $75. That's a lot. Okay, so here's Pet G. I'm kind of interested in that one. Do I want all those colors, or like I'm interested in Pet G. Pet G's a good one. It's not a bad price either. There's refills. How much are singles? 1 kilogram for 15. That's about what I'd expect. 17. Mint green. I want pink, orange, brown. If I can find a bundle with all those would be nice. Okay, brown is coming in that bundle. I wanted red. Okay, that's on my list. I'll get it later. I want a bundle. Maybe that one. Actually, bad. That one ain't bad either. That's not great. Oy. Pet G 10 rolls. That's kind of expensive. A purple? No. Oh, those are 4 kilogram rolls. Wow. Okay, there's that bundle. Not bad. Sorry, it's taking me a minute. I gotta actually find. I thought I had what I wanted, but it turns out I don't. Just let me find what I want. Okay, one of these 2 bundles, I think. That one's not bad. I get a lot of red, but I think red... Oh, wait, I want red, though. Okay, I'm gonna get that one, then. That bundle, because that adds... That's a ton. Does that change the size of the roll? Is it 4 kilograms each? Oh, 1 kilogram each. 4 total. Cool. Okay, now I want a browns. Browns and creams. Browns, tan, cream, stuff like that. That was a good bundle I found. Okay, brown, cream. Ooh, some wood colors. Beige, brown. Let's go brown and beige. Beige. Brown beige bundle. Okay, that's good. Ooh, that's Pet G. I just want PLAs. That one's not bad. It's refills, though. $59? If it were on spools, I'd probably do it. Because I like all those colors. Brown, coffee brown, olive green, and oak. Beige, coffee brown, olive green, and oak. I like that one, but it's expensive. Okay, PLA is polylactic acid. I had seen that before, but... Oh, there's polyethylene. PETG? No. I don't know. PTG. Oh, that's PETG. That's PETG. Okay, that's not doing what I want. I'm gonna save this one because I like that one. But I don't know if I want... That's kind of expensive. $60 for 4 rolls. Well, I guess that's 15 each, isn't it? That's about right. If it had the spool, I'd be all over it. But it doesn't have the spools. Okay. How much are just filament spools? $20 per? 15? 20? Frick, dude. Maybe I will print them. I just want to buy the spool by itself, not for $20. Holy. Yeah, 1 spool for $20? Okay, $16, but still. Holy cow. it might be worth just buying white and printing it. Yeah, just a hex spool. That looks cool. Honeycomb. That one has more likes. Bamboo. Okay, I'm just gonna save it. Spool markers. Labels version 4. Oh, cool. Weight marker. $176. Takes 6 hours to print. That one's 182. How is it 5? 181, 4 hours. 168, 76 versus 82. Okay, 81. Guess it is this one. Plate 1, plate 2. Printer's busy. Okay. First plate's 3 hours, second plate 3.5. That kind of stinks, but 84. Wait, how much was the total? 176. 176 times 0.02. Yeah, $3.50, probably $4. It's way better to print spools. Okay, so we're printing spools. So I'm buying filament with no spools. I have I have 2 that don't have spools right now. And my plan was just to buy, go through a bunch of white, and when I needed a white refill, I'd buy it again with a spool and then just reuse the old spools. But yeesh. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna buy this one. It's $60. That's super expensive, but okay. So I have a 4 spool with browns and a green, a 4 spool with pink, orange, red, and bright green. What other colors do I want? Yeah, I love that one. The pink, orange, red, green one. That's perfect. I'm gonna save that one too. Beige, green, blue, lots of black. I don't have a purple. I'm okay with that. Purple's not. We don't print much in purple. Okay, I think this is good. So 12 spools of stuff. Wow. Vacuum bags and silica gel packets. Cool. Okay. Proceed to checkout. I hope this is everything. Okay. I wish I could just straight up deposit these cards. That would be nice. Like, into my bank account and then run them through a credit card, which then gets points. That's usually what I'd prefer to do. Okay, save. Do I have gift cards? Nope. Nope. Okay. Okay. American Express. Tomorrow. We're going to go with that one. Do I get... I want the credit one. Okay, one at a time. Here we go. Okay, so this box, that's good. That one. So 3 rolls tomorrow, and then those tomorrow. I think that's good. Shipping, promotion, tax. Okay. Dope. Go. Cool. One of them's Monday. The rest are tomorrow. Cool. Love it. Alrighty. That should be it. Now I'm free to just play. And we can run. Work on those materials. Okay. So, autoclaves, right? At the very least, we need autoclaves to turn these into ores. That's the step. There are 4 of them I want to turn right now. So let's get 4 autoclaves. And then for platinum, I need a forge hammer, ore washer, chem reactor, centrifuge, and electrolyzer. Wow. Okay. So let's go to my chest over here. What's it called? Barrel of machines. We need autoclaves. I'll get 4 of them. We need a forge hammer. I think that's going to be good enough. An ore washer. Chem bath. LV chem reactor. HV centrifuge. MV electrolyzer. Can I use... I think I wrote down LV because it was fast enough anyway. I think I'm going to need an LCR, another LCR for nitric acid and aqua regia. So I'd probably end up making a double just to auto-produce those two things, which will probably require oxygen, which, yay, wonderful. Just what I want to hear. Okay. So I need autoclave. It doesn't say what. It's this step. It does need to be an HV autoclave. Good to know. Which I need an LUV circuit. Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. Eyes, dummy. Okay, so I just needed a pump. A pump. 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 Okay, we're okay. Let's go up here. Go pump. HV pump. Okay, styrene butadiene rubber. I'm going to write these down while I have them. Right here. Rubbers. Styrene. Butadiene. I may have just like skipped it. Because it's, I wouldn't say obsolete, it's just silicone rubber. Has passed it. I don't know if there's many more uses for styrene butadiene rubber. But those are on the short list of stuff. Yeah, so the backfill infrastructure, PTFE, I can't really do. New rubbers, if needed. Not yet. PVC, if needed, are on the list. Then the new ones are platinum, titanium, Orproc, and... phosphate. Okay. I want tungsten. Okay. Which is tungstate. Let me just double check that. Wait. Where did that come from? Where does tungsten come from? Where did we get you? Is this one of these? If it's not, I'm going to be mad. Tungstate. Cool. Good. We got it. Cool. Alrighty. We're still on track. So, pump. HV pump. We're going to make this one for now. So that I can do this. Craft 4. I need electrum, silver. Yeah, so we're going to kind of rabbit hole for a second, which is perfectly fine. Start with steel rotors, silver cables, electrum wires. So, steel. Just make that many rotors, please. Silver. the wire mill. And what else? Electrum, which will get mixed. Do I have some? Electrum. I have a stack, which will do for now. I need to charge this. Probably need to charge these. So I'll give that a second to work. And working on the autoclaves, we have the forge hammer. Need an ore washer. I need you back. Ore washer. That step. It can be LV, 10 seconds, we'll go MV. I need machine. MV. Give me 8, please. Give me all of them. I can use my wrought iron. Okay, ore washer. That it goes after the forge hammer. Yeah, so autoclave, forge hammer, ore washer, chem reactor at LV. Yeah, 2.5 seconds, plenty good. HV centrifuge, 25 seconds, so I'm probably going to want to double that up. Which can do, doubling up. And then the electrolyzer at minimum MV, 5 seconds is good enough. Cool, okay. There's that. HV centrifuge. I need some motors. Give me 4. I need electrum and silver, which we're waiting on. Let me check this stuff off. Okay, I have the electrolyzer. I have the forge hammer, working on autoclaves. I have the ore washer and distilled water. So the chem reactor and nitric acid. Right here. LCR, HV, nitrogen, hydrogen, oxygen. Use of oxygen. Nitric. 16 seconds per bucket. Should be enough. Should be enough. I don't know. We need to get that going though. So this is a use for nitrogen finally. N O2 and H2. Sure. Hydrogen, oxygen. So this is LCR with those at HV, and those can all just be LV inputs. LV in, LV out. Okay. And Aqua Regia. Oh, it's just nitric plus hydrochloric. Okay, so this nitric we probably are going to want to go up, because we are going to need a lot of it, because it's going to go in 1 bucket 3. That should catch up. We need to get this going right away, though, to make a build up. I'm not going to have a super tank full. I'll probably just have one of the, either a steel drum or a cell from thermal cell. Probably just that with like 1,000,000. That's too much. So 500,000 is probably still too much. Like 32 buckets. Honestly, plenty. 64 is plenty. So whoa, that's a lot. Did that not give me an achievement? That should have given me that. Okay, I need just a bucket of it. I don't have a bucket of it. So just mineral mixture, which came from mixed mineral residue. I'm just gonna go get, yeah, literally a bucket of that. I need my boots. Into the electrolyzer. And then I'm going to have to combine them. So I want to pull this out. And then gimme. Cool. Sulfuric mineral mixture. Right there. And beryllium. You get to go there. That should split evenly. And then those should have completed as well. Oh, check. Check. These are useless. Chalcopyrite and one of the two, and then the other two is not useless. These ones, there's my tantalum, some manganese byproduct. I don't even know what to do with that. And then cassiterite, I don't think I will use right now. So this, ooh, niobium and tantalum. Tantalite. Can I throw it into an ore processor? I mean, yeah, but it's not really worth it. So it's just a normal ore washer with water into a thermal centrifuge, into a macerator, and then tantalite can get electrolyzed into manganese and tantalum and oxygen. Cool. There's a good source of manganese as well. Cool. I'm not going to do that right now. I don't need it. But I know I have it. I'm going to dump those. That's all my circuit stuff. Okay. Time for 2 LCRs, I believe. Large pipes. I think I have one, so I only need like 3. There's my steel rotors. Cool. How's my wire mill doing? It's done. Wonderful. Love you, bud. Okay, for ULV electric motor doesn't even work. Okay, I need ×2 Electro. So all y'all get ×2'd. What did the silver need? For zip them. Stainless steel ×2 silver cable. Okay, so I'm gonna just ×2 this, and then I gotta cover it right here. Okay, lots of gold, gold, copper. I'll take some tin. I don't really have space for all that, but I'll take it. This should probably be up. I mean, not really. Give me one more, please. Okay. Craft me. Can you do 2? Cool. Can you do 2 more? Can you do 2 more? No. Okay, silver. An uneven amount, so give me one more. Come on. Thank you. Okay, so now we're out. We have some motors. Let's make some pumps. I forget how many I was making, so I'm just gonna make 2. Does the did the autoclave need pumps? I believe so, so I needed 4. Yes, so 4 pumps. 3, 4. Autoclave. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice. Autoclaves are done. Okay. I need. Okay, chem reactor. HV centrifuge. Perfect. Chem reactor, centrifuge, and an electrolyzer. Okay, so that's everything we're going to need for platinum. Let me go set it up. And it will get me the stuff, first stage of the next thing as well. So this area is my ore gen. I kind of don't want to move stuff, but I might have to. So I need bauxite, ilmenite, sheldonite, and tantalite. So bauxite, ilmenite, tungstate, and sheldonite. We're going to have you auto push that way. Okay, cool. They need power. So we need an HV converter. I better make it just 16x to be safe. Okay, I need aluminum. This is the one I want. I think I need to mix up some aluminum because this takes a frick ton of time in here as well. 75 seconds per. So that's a ton of power. Okay. Aluminum gets dumped. You go to get bent. Get bent. Because aluminum goes straight into there. And it has a storage space. So let's mix up a ton of aluminum right now. Wait, it wasn't nickel. It was iron that actually ended that one. Interesting. Whatever. Okay, so lumium, no circuit. It needs silver, tin, and glowstone. I don't see any in there. So, what are the ratios? 1 silver, 3 tin, 2 glowstone. 1 silver, 1, 2, 3 tin, and 2 glowstone. 1 silver, 3 tin, 2 glowstone. That should make a stack of the stuff, if my maths are correct. No, 4 stacks. Cool. 4 stacks of lumium incoming. And the stream officially has an end time now. So I'm on the clock to finish. And I don't think I'm going to finish. How long have I been streaming for? Stream. Where's my stream timer? Does it say here? Where's the best place to find? That's analytics. I don't know where I see my uptime. I see the view duration time, but that's it. Weird. Anyway. How are we doing for lumium? Oh, you can get wire milled. Let's see. That's what we need the platinum for. And it's the platinum wire, which is for better circuits. I just want to auto craft it, really. And then this is the line. I want all y'all. It's fine. I'm working on those ones. All right. So for the rest of the stream, I may as well just set up LCRs for these two. So let me grab some PTFE. 1, 2, 3, 4. If my maths are correct. But I only need 3. So there's 3. So can I get 2 LCRs? I need another motor. Silver cable. Wonderful. May as well just go for 8 just to have them. Okay, there's my 2 LCRs. I need this stuff. Casing. I will need the pipe one now. I'm going to need more of these machine casings. So steel and steel frame. I'll get those going. Steel rod. Steel plate. I'll get some more bending. that's this with a 6 or 4? 6. Oh, but I need 4 first. You can go in there just to get held. And then I'm going to dump the PTFE in right now. And then get working on the Cupronickel coil. Because this way, I think it's this way. Liquid tin, bronze, and Cupronickel. Liquid tin alloy. I do not have liquid tin. It's not. I think it's being used in circuit crafting. Oh, soldering alloy. Okay, so let's make sure you're not outputting. And then we need some tin. Into there. Six. Those are moving. And then this doesn't have one, so we'll just throw those onto there to hold them. You're working good. Good, good, good. Give me the liquid tin. Eight bronze, 2x Cupronickel. Oh, it is liquid tin alloy. Okay. So that's what my liquid tin alloy was for. Do your thing. I need some more steel plates. Get some going. Cool. 3 Cupronickel. Okay. So many chemicals. Okay, pull you out. I don't need you anymore. I need you. With you. And then LV. Fluids. I may as well make up a bunch of those while I'm just have the time. It's not that I have the time, it's that there's just so much to do. Okay, LV machine holes and glue. Don't need you. That's a good amount. Do I have glue? Glue. Make me. That'll work for now. Is it just glue and a machine hole? Where'd those go? LV machine hole and glue. Circuit 2. Hello? Yeah, wooden barrel, LV machine hole, glue on the circuit too. Oh, those are regular barrels. Dang. Planks and iron. Rabbit hole. Lots of assembler time. Should have had you guys watching this. I think I can dump a bunch of these chemicals for now. I'm just going to make as many of these as I can make. Even if I just get these two set up, that would be fantastic. Wait, it's only one. I guess I have an extra for future. Yeah, it's only one for the nitric. Or do I want a double? 16 down to 8, or just up to EV? 4 times the power for 2 times the cost. It's probably just better to do 2 LCRs. I'll set both of them up with nitric acids to make nitric acid, and then I can change it later. Okay, you needed Lumium. Let's get back to doing that. Three. I don't know if that's enough. Okay, perfect. I had just enough. 16 amp. And then I need a flux. This one. So I think I'll probably just autoclave the rest, so it's gonna be a lot of Lumium. Throw it right here. Like that. The point on top. And smack it. Now it has power. Now I need Lumium. 2x. It's a lot, but I have to go with this one for now. Because that's to go all the way down there. Okay, so y'all should have power now. Good, 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 good. And then I need to get an export bus on all of them. Yep, need to get into auto crafting. That was so easy. Guess I gotta go cable. Flux cable onto all of them. I'm actually going to go at this level. I need to extend that bottom one soon. So this needs to get extended to there because I want it actually coming out the top. Cool. Okay. Now these get stone dust. Cool. That's working. Very nice. Okay, that's step one. Hey, okay, in the chemicals area is where I'm gonna make these LCRs. And I don't have time to finish. My timer ran out. So, I will have to catch y'all next time. It's been real, it's been fun. I will be playing a little bit more in the background, but you have an idea of where I'm at, what I'm doing. So, basically, I'm going to set up those two lines. We'll set up the LCRs to make nitric acid and aqua regia, which is then used in this process. And then I'm also going to get bauxite, ilmenite, and tantalite. Tantalite? Is that what it's called? Tungstate. Wait, hold up. I don't think that's right. Oh, it is. Crushed tungstate, tungstate dust, tungstic acid. Okay, how do we get that? This one. An EV chemical bath. So that's going to take a minute to get there. But I'm going to mark. That's our step. And then that's our step. So how do we get tungstate, which is from that step? So this goes to that. Wait. So this gets to that, gets to that, gets to that, which is EBF'd to get tungsten. Yay. W. Okay. Cool. We have machines. It was a lot of a lot of preparation. I think I've been streaming for like 2 hours, 3 hours, almost 3 hours. I don't know. It's hard to keep track and I don't know where to look. Let's see who even shows up. If you made it to the end, I want to know. So, comment star. and because I want to know that you made it to the end, that you've been watching, that you've liked it. Please leave a like, subscribe. It really helps. I want to see if I can play more. I really am liking playing. I'm at a really cool point in progression where there's lots to do. It's beginning and mid game, so I want to keep playing, and the only way I can really do that is on stream with good time. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.